better things to do. Rather spend my precious time.
Hi everyone, Brandy Yvette here with Just Swallow the Pill with my special guest again for part 2 of Confidence, Johnny Jones, the foodie and the shit talker. Yes,
The
so
dog whisperer too.
apparently he's a dog whisperer. If you guys have not met Vega, Vega is my 10-year-old pooch. He has been with me for all of those 10 years. I've got him when he was 6 weeks old. But anyway, so he's joining us, I guess, for this week's episode of Confidence. So Vega has lots of confidence, by the way. It just bleeds. It just oozes from his skin. He just has so much. It's not even funny. But anyway, so yes, jumping into this week's episode about confidence, we're gonna talk about what steps do you take, after the breakup is ended or after you've left a long-term relationship or you're going through a divorce and you have lost yourself in this person and you have finally let things go and you have realized that you just don't feel the same.
Yeah.
You are not yourself. The things you used to want to do, you don't want to do those things anymore, or those things that you thought you loved to do, you no longer want to do those anymore, and you are in transition to growing to become this new individual. But at the same time, you are trying to even remember who you were before you lost yourself in this relationship. And so I know for me, let me tell you.
Okay.
So my confidence was so low. Like I literally had no self-esteem, no confidence. I was broken to smithereens. I did not want to live anymore. And I'm very vocal about having very vivid thoughts of suicide. I literally did not want to exist anymore. The pain of just existing. Just existing was painful.
That is crazy to me. I mean, it's crazy to me, like that people have the power to break somebody down like that and they don't appreciate it and handle that stuff with care.
Right. Yeah, and honestly, it wasn't even that. For me, the thoughts of suicide wasn't like, oh, if I can't be with him, I don't want to live no more.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was the pain of everything that I had gone through, the level of devastation. I didn't even know that level of devastation and betrayal existed. I didn't know that you could hurt that bad. Like I had no idea. And so I just wanted the pain to stop. I just wanted it all to stop. And I didn't love myself. And so the steps that I had to take, I was talking to my sister about this earlier today, actually. I had to literally tell myself every day that I loved myself, that I was amazing. Like people say that, tell yourself that, how you feel about yourself, think positive. And it sounds so cheesy.
It does. Sounds cliche.
It sounds cliche, but I literally told myself this stuff every day. And of course, I didn't believe myself at first. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna say this shit and, I'm amazing. Yeah, whatever. I'm beautiful. Yeah, whatever. I'm sexy. Yeah, whatever.
But then after a while.
But literally, I don't know when you really start believing it.
You do.
But you literally start believing it, and now, and I have to be vocal about this too. I'm 3 years out. People, they look at me now, they're like, what? Like how? This is 3 years of work, and I still work. I still have to do this work, y'all. But I don't know where within those 3 years it kicked in, but now it's to the point where Like, you can't tell me I'm ugly. Like,
Brandy, nothing.
you can't tell me shit. Like, you can't tell me I'm not amazing. You can't tell me anything about me because I'm gonna fucking call you a liar to your face.
And that's the beauty of it, though. That's the beauty of real confidence, like genuine confidence. I don't believe in faking it till you make it at all. So I work in behavioral health as well, and I work with kids, and I teach them. I use music therapy, but I'm teaching them confidence building through writing poetry, performing on stage, learning how to do something creative and amazing and get on the stage and share it with other people and get an applause. And it's a rush of energy, and it's that, dang, I do have a purpose. I am special. It's not just everybody else and then me out there. Once you believe it, you good. You good. Like, can't nobody tell you nothing, and you have to genuinely believe it. I tell people faking it till you make it is not real because your foundation is fake and it's wobbly. So when something hits you, everything is gonna fall. But if your confidence is real and you really believe that you're amazing, that you're special, that you're worthy of great things, and that you're gonna contribute something to the world that's gonna be memorable forever, when something come and hit you, you're gonna be like, that's cool. I was built for that though.
Right.
That's all right. I'm ugly? Cool. I can't sing? Cool. I can't dance? Cool. But I'm working toward, because you put in the work.
Right. Yeah, so I know so as far as your confidence, like, is that something that you, like, have you ever had a hard hit where you had to rebuild?
When I was younger, yeah, but I've really been like this. Literally, I figured this out for myself. I was like 14 or 15.
Okay.
And I figured it out, like, that confidence was everything. And when I kind of came up with that phrase in high school, because I used to get bullied when I was younger. So my thing was I had to figure out what I was good at. So basketball became my thing.
Okay.
Basketball and poetry, I was always good at that. So I could speak in front of people and I could play the game of basketball. So that's where I found a way to combat people trying to bully me or talk trash. You don't have this, you can't do that. Let's play a game. When I beat you, you can't say nothing else.
Right.
Let me do this. I would do the speeches at the assemblies. I would help lead things in class and stuff. So, and I spoke really well, and I had my words would carry, and like I would get people's attention and stuff. So I was winning.
Right.
So I found stuff that kept me going. So, and if I in high school really figured it out, like I have to be my biggest cheerleader. I have to be my biggest support. I have to be the one that's telling me I can do these things, whether it's something on the basketball court or pulling up my grade in school, like, because I was a hard-headed student. I hated homework. Right. So like I had to be the one to be like, you got to buckle down and do this. My mom was on my head, of course, but it was me like, listen, you messing up. Like, don't do this because you don't want to be out there without, or you don't want to be viewed as this. So I had to teach myself, and yeah, and it worked. It kicked in high school at some point, and people got annoyed with me because I used to talk in the third person. I used to Johnny Jones, because you can't tell Johnny Jones because Johnny Jones, but it was me putting those bricks up.
Right.
Like, and just, I slowly had to build this wall, and I had to do it, and people didn't get why is he talking in the third person? Why is he so this? Why he always, why you so combative?
Like that?
Why are you like that? Yeah, why
right.
you? But they didn't realize, and as often as you don't know what another person is going through.
Right.
Unless you're going through it with them, or unless y'all talk like that. So people didn't know some of the stuff that I was dealing with. So for me, I'm having to build this stuff up because I'm like, it's so much coming at me. I need to be able to focus on where it's coming from. So let me build this wall with a little hole so that a little bit can come through instead of all of this coming through. Because I can deal with this little bit,
right? But
I can't deal with all of this. So
right.
Let me build it, because I can't put a wall up and it go away. It's still gonna be there,
right? So
let me build up enough of a wall. I'll put a little window here, and I'll deal with this right here as it comes.
Right.
So I had to learn how to do that young for myself, and it's never changed. But I had moments then, but never in relationships.
Okay.
Where somebody broke me down. Well, no. See, some people don't count it, but I count it. For men, we count this. My first heartbreak was junior high. The girl I was with, she was an older girl. She was a year older. She cheated on me with an older guy.
What's cheat at 14?
Exactly. I was 13. So exactly. But it's like, we was boyfriend and girlfriend. We had, made out, kissed, whatever. Wasn't having sex then. And then she ended up kicking with somebody else and going on a date with somebody else, and then...
So that was cheating because she went on a date?
She went on a date with somebody else. She was interested in somebody else. I'm pretty sure that they kissed or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was cheating at 13. That was cheating at 13. So Yeah, that was that. And then we broke up, and she was just like, well, whatever. Like she
She
wasn't.
didn't even
She had
care.
no shame about it. No, nothing.
Aw,
And I was
Johnny.
just like, all right. And then from then on, I was like, fuck these bitches. Like,
Oh, no.
It was, but that's how players are born. When a man get his heart broken, that's when he like, forget these women, like, ooh, and not to call women bitches like that. It's what people say. Unfortunately, how we grow up, that's what it is in the area that I'm from in Oakland. But it's that mentality of like, man, these women ain't nothing. F it, I'ma just do what I want to do. And then you go through that phase. And for some men, it happened young. Some men, it happened in college. Some men, it happened after college age. So you go through that phase though, and then you learn like, I cannot be, because I'm gonna have a daughter soon, or I have a little sister, or I have an auntie, I have a mama, I have a grandma, I cannot be treating women like this. So then you figure out how to manage that and navigate that, which is a whole nother journey of self-reflection and growth for men too. And that's what happens with a lot of people not holding themselves accountable and not wanting to be responsible for their growth. Because it's hard. It's hella hard. And when you're confident and when you're holding yourself accountable, it's hard because you always damn near have to do the right thing. Not damn near, you always have to do the right thing because people are looking up to the brand that you're building now.
Right.
So if you like, I'm solid, I'm 100, I'm very confident, I believe in me, and I'm pushing it, and then you out here depressed and, half-assing it, people gonna be like, you're not really that confident. You don't really believe in yourself. You don't really know who you are.
Right. And so that takes me into walking in your confidence. And so, all right, so you've done the work, you got all your Post-it notes up of your affirmations and...
You have those?
No, but I used to.
Okay.
I used to.
I know some people that do that. I've never done that.
It works. And so you got your Post-its up of your affirmations in the bathroom mirror, reminding you of who you are and what you can do and your abilities. You have found something like Johnny has done. You found something that you're good at. My thing is Zumba. I'm really good at it. I love it.
I saw some of the videos.
Yeah. And so, you found something that you love, that you're good at, so you can walk, so you're feeling confident. Yep. You're getting your hair done, you're keeping your nails done, like you're keeping yourself up to make, those things make you feel good, And so you're doing the things that you need to do to look good on the outside, which does help the inside as well.
Definitely.
So you do have to keep that up. A lot of women, you gotta keep your hair done, man. Like I believe that. You gotta keep your hair done, ladies. You gotta keep, even if it's a simple manicure, simple. I don't have the bedazzled.
You don't got a trophy of key ring hanging from your finger.
Right. I don't have bedazzles and long, nails or anything like that. I keep a simple manicure, simple hairdo. You guys know. I wear my hair the same way I have for the last 3 years, and I'm not changing it for those who want to know. But yeah, so, and then, try to, I'm not a trendsetter when it comes to fashion, but I try to, I buy things I like and I buy things that fit me too. Also, ladies, please buy things according to your body type. Wear clothes for your body type. Just because they make it in your size don't mean you should have it on.
Oh my gosh.
But those are things that, will help your confidence.
Yeah.
And so then you have to start walking in it. You have to start helping others, with theirs. I think helping other people has built my confidence too.
That's the key. Like they say that you don't really know something until you can teach somebody else how to do it.
Right.
So if you're like, I built myself, I worked on my confidence and my this and that, can you teach somebody else how to believe in themselves and be that, not the exact same as you, because we've all made to be different, but to have that same trust in themselves and that same love for themselves and that same energy to want to share that with other people. Can you do that?
Right. Yeah. Right. So you have to be able to walk in that as well. You have to be able to, and not to say that you don't have some days, because I have bad days still. I have days where I'm like, child, like, all right, we need to lose like 5 pounds, girl. Like, we need to get it together. But, I still know back here, But you still fine though. I mean,
That's where it's at.
you still fine. I mean, you might need to lose these 5 pounds, 10 pounds, but you still fine. Even sometimes with work, sometimes with the work, like I interviewed for a job recently, and I didn't feel so confident about it. But again, you have to encourage yourself. You have to remind yourself of who you are. So not to say those thoughts won't creep back.
Oh yeah.
Because they will, because they're gonna creep back. But you have to stop them immediately. You can't like dwell in it. You can't sit in it. You can't let it linger on for hours or even days. Like you literally have to catch the thought and right then and there and throw it away. And remember who you are. Another thing that I did to start remembering who I was I'm not a religious person, but I do believe in God. And and I do believe the word of God. And so I had to also remember who God says I am. I had to remember the promises that God have for me. And to know that I can do all things through Christ.
Yep.
And God didn't God didn't create trash here or there, or there. God created amazing work. And so that's another thing that you have to remember too. Again, I'm not this religious person, but I'm definitely spiritual, and I definitely also keep that. And that is, I believe, the root of where this comes from within me. That God created me, and He did not create trash. And so I have to do and be obedient. And by that, I can't think badly about myself. That's not, that's not in the Word of God at all. So, but with that said, we are gonna wrap up confidence, unless you had something else.
There's a lot, but let me just say about walking in your confidence.
Okay.
I think some of the keys to it is a lot of just echoing what you said. Like a lot of the keys to it is you have to really believe, and you got to find that thing that's you. And religion is a big part of it for a lot of people. And you can't be believing in these things and believing in religion or believing in the word of God and then being blasphemous to yourself. And you putting down His creation, like not even somebody else doing it, because this is something I believe everybody in the world has to have a job. So some people's job is to try to hate and knock you down, to try to call out these little things just to mess with you and pick at you. But that's their job. And your job is to be amazing. Right. Get them something to talk about, because without you, what would they be doing?
They wouldn't have no job. They would be out of a job, child.
So keep them employed. You feel me? Keep doing your thing. But literally walk in your confidence, because when you just doing you and walking in your confidence, other people see it and it gives them something that they may not know that they need. Right. So yeah, that's the key to it. You gotta walk in your confidence. You every day, and it's hard some days because those thoughts creep in moments with work, with personal stuff, with a new challenge you trying something. You just like, dang, it's
even a new relationship.
Yeah,
a new relationship can bring on new insecurities.
Yeah, and you just have to be like, listen, I'm me. So just say this: I'm me. Whoever you are, say I'm me. You. Remember who you are, and it's gonna be amazing. We
gonna be all good.
It's all good.
All right, so that's gonna wrap up part 2 of confidence. Again, if you are not following the foodie and the shit talker on Instagram, you can at
jjones_510.
Okay, perfect. And of course, my Instagram is at Brandy Yvette. If you are already not following, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Just Swallow the Pill. And if you yourself would like to share your story with me, or if you have a topic you would like to hear on Just Swallow the Pill, email me at thedifficultpill@gmail.com. And as I always say, your crown is not on your head, it is in your soul. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week.
Life, if you hadn't run away, every time I asked you stay, you